Oh my God, day 30. Now the countdown begins. Counting down 10 days to the end of our 40-day cycle. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. I want freedom and joy. That's what it's all about. Jennifer, topics of appreciation, feeling good, self-love, just a few things that came to mind. Okay. Well, topics to appreciate, there are so many, right? And I remember when I was first teaching myself to stay in that mindset of appreciation, I would just do simple little things. Nature, I always say nature is my go-to. But I built up my self-worth by just appreciating little things that my eyes can see, and I can see color. And then I would go on to a rampage of how many beautiful colors I could see, things like that. And that is part of self-love, because when you appreciate something that you can do, more appreciation for yourself comes. And when more appreciation for yourself comes, that's where self-love is. All of self-love is about that. And you can start really simple by saying, oh my God, I absolutely love my hair, which I do. I absolutely love my hair. Look at my hair, it's so beautiful. My eyes, they're so pretty. My lips. Appreciate things about yourself that you do feel true appreciation for. And a lot of times people have two things going on that prevents them from appreciating who they are. Either they look at themselves in the mirror and they don't like what they see, so it's about physical appearance, or they look at who they are and the mistakes that they've made along the way, and they don't like it, and they hold themselves responsible, and these are the two things that erode self-worth, right? So, oh, thank you, Mary Ellen. So the thing is, how do we come to those subjects so that we can improve the way we think about ourselves when we look in the mirror? And how do we get to a place where we start appreciating who we are as an individual and forget about the mistakes that we've made or the things that we could have done differently or how we respond to things? We have to learn how to let go of those two things that we think about ourselves. And when we do that, and when we become more and more practiced at it, that's how all self-worth is born. That's where it comes from. So it's a journey that happens hand in hand with the other subjects that we work on. Because a lot of times our money, well, not a lot of times, every single time, the amount of money that flows into our life is a reflection of our self-worth. If we think we deserve it, we deserve it. And if it's not showing up, then at some level, we don't really believe that we deserve it because we find fault with ourselves. Oh, you don't deserve it because you don't have the skills. Oh, you don't deserve it because you're too old now. Oh, you don't deserve it because, right? That's the internal dialogue. Who's going to give me a job at this age? I hear that said a lot. Well, that's bogus. Because if you think like that, then the universe will prove you right because the universe is responding to your vibration. And if that's what your vibration is saying, then you will get exactly what matches that. So self-worth a lot of times is about improving the other things in our life, like our relationships and money and health. And it's all interlinked. It's self-worth is over here. It's the foundation. And these other things are on top over here. The place where we live, the career or job or business that we have, they rest on top of this foundation, which is self-worth. But it's like buying an old house, like a really old house, and now this house needs fixing. Everything about this house needs fixing. The walls, which are the subjects on top, need fixing, but the foundation also needs to be fixed. So how are you going to go about doing this? Well, if you were actually fixing a house, you wouldn't just do the walls and not do the foundation, and you wouldn't just do the foundation without doing the walls. Sometimes in order to do the foundation, you have to take down the walls. And sometimes you can fix the walls while you're fixing the foundation, but it all goes hand in hand. The impact is interconnected very closely, right? So, oh, Mary Ellen, yay! Thank you for sharing. Yes. So when you improve one, oh, hi, Angela. Oh, Angela, I was looking for you the past 2 or 3 days. I was thinking about you because of what you said a couple of days ago. I woke up one morning and Unlimited 365 was born. And oh my God, I'm so excited about Unlimited 365. And even though when you brought it up, I wasn't thinking about it, but you triggered it, and so it's here and it's happening and it's starting, and I'm so excited and I wanted to tell you about it. Okay. Oh, hi, Moni. So good to see you. So, Mary Ellen, getting back to that discussion, because you are improving your health, you will see that everything else will start improving. Because that's how you improve the whole house, right? The whole house will change because you're changing one thing. Think about it this way. You go and you get something beautiful and you bring it into the house. Your vibration shifts. And when your vibration shifts, your entire house starts glowing with it. And that is the main thing. So it's all interrelated. So what we do is we can't take money right to the extreme of how much money we can allow in. We cannot. Because if we want to get there, we improve money a little bit. Then we've got to go back and improve health and bring it to the same level. Then we've got to improve relationships and bring them to the same level. And we've got to improve self-worth and bring it to the same level. The progress in fixing this house has to go together. All subjects have to improve, because the thing is, all subjects respond to your vibration. When you improve your vibration on health, like Mary Ellen just said, now your money will automatically start coming up to match it. All you have to do is stay positive about it. Be in a place of allowing, and it will happen. And then other stuff will come here, and other stuff will come here, until all the subjects in your life are roundabout in the same place. You can't have your money over here and everything else over here. It doesn't work that way. Unless you are preventing it, you're working hard against it, because it will automatically rise. That's what Abraham says, like it's a cork that when you let it go, it rises to the surface of the water. So that's why, going back to that topic of self-worth, we have to work a little bit on this, and then a little bit on this, and then a little bit on this, and then a little bit on this. And that's how you get stable improvement. Let's say that someone has a lot of self-worth issues, and they do a lot of work, and their money situation changes and it skyrockets. But they haven't really done anything to shift anything else. Well, then they're not stable there. They will not remain stable. Something will happen in some other aspect of their life which will bring them down, because you have to be stable. It's like a table or a chair. All 4 legs have to be stable in order for the table to be stable. If one leg is wonky, that table is not stable, and if you put something on it, it can topple over. And this is what happens a lot to people. Good morning, Deepa. So good to see you here. So think about it. I have thought about it. I've thought about people that I really, really admired as a child, and I wondered why their life turned out the way it did. And these people are people that you know. So it's Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley and Princess Diana, people that I absolutely loved and adored as a child. And then their lives reflected that there was something wrong. And so I always thought, well, if they're so good at the work that they do and their work inspires them, then shouldn't that allow improvement in all other aspects of their life? But the fact is that even though they improved one aspect of their life, they never worked on the others. So the others never kept pace. And that's why you hear of, when you really find out what's going on in their lives, you find out that, oh, they were close to the verge of bankruptcy, right? Or, oh, there was so much going wrong. Their money was affected because they were in court all the time because, of things that were happening in their life. So when you do a deep dwell, you find out that unless people are stable, they cannot experience growth that is also stable. Angela, what do you think is the best way to find stability? Appreciation. Just appreciate, appreciate, appreciate. You know, when Abraham says, be happy where you are and eager for more, I like to say, be satisfied where you are and eager for more. That's what it is. Because when you're satisfied where you are stable. But if in your now moment you keep hankering for other things and you're not satisfied, you're not appreciative of where you are, then that is dissatisfaction, and dissatisfaction is what creates the wobble. And when you have dissatisfaction in your mix, you are not stable. So satisfaction is what we are aiming for. If all you ever do is prepave and appreciate at intervals during your day, you don't need anything else. You don't even need meditation. Meditation is fantastic. Meditation is a shortcut. And Abraham themselves have said that if you become someone who lives life in appreciation, you don't really need meditation even, right? Meditation is a shortcut to go up the emotional scale. So at the end of the day, it's all about appreciation, appreciation, appreciation. Because if you just appreciate, you don't have to work on anything. You don't have to work on anything. You don't have to say, oh my God, I have to work on my relationships. No, I'm just going to appreciate my breakfast and my relationships will fix themselves. I'm just going to appreciate my puppy and my money is going to fix itself. I'm just going to appreciate that tree outside my window and my health will fix itself. I don't need to work on those things. I just need to appreciate. This is why Abraham says, start wherever you are and appreciate. But we humans, we believe that we have this thing called the subconscious. And in the subconscious are dark and scary monsters that control what happens to us in our life. And that unless we deal with those monsters and slay them once and for all, that we will not find freedom and joy. Which brings us right back to the affirmation for today. And that is the reason why it is helpful to find those answers, to slay those monsters. And what I found in my journey is that you kind of do both. You slay the monsters, and then you go forward with appreciation. Then a monster shows its head, and you slay the monster, and then you go forward with appreciation. It's always a mix of both. And that is why I like to teach both. And the heart and mind alignment method is all about that. It's about dealing with those monsters that lurk in the darkness of our subconscious, right? So, and that's why the combination of the heart and mind alignment and the unlimited book are perfect, because the unlimited book is about starting where you are and going forward with appreciation, and the heart and mind alignment method is about dealing with the monsters. So they work very well together.